are in Tel Aviv University, and look, it's the apartheid. We're walking into the apartheid.
Oh, so what they're showing is basically in the university, everything, the signs are in English, in Hebrew, and in Arabic. By the way, I can confirm this. I was in Israel, and when I was in Israel, I saw everywhere I went, all the signs were in 3 languages. In Tel Aviv, all the signs were in English, Hebrew, and Arabic. So everything, there were Arabic signs. I didn't even know this. I thought when I go to Israel, everything would be in Hebrew, only in Hebrew. But every sign had an Arabic version of it as well.
Even on
So
like you take the tram or something, the announcements about the stops and things like that, Hebrew, English, Arabic.
Yes, exactly. Okay.
We are in Tel Aviv University, and look, it's the apartheid. We're walking into the apartheid. It's the apartheid.
Okay, so this is, again, I have to pause really quickly. So it's showing in the library that there are Muslims and Jewish kids are studying next to each other.
It's the apartheid. Look, it's the apartheid. It's the apartheid. It's the apartheid. It's the apartheid. Yeah. It's the apartheid. I don't understand. Look, it's the apartheid. Perfect example of apartheid. Freedom of speech in Israel. And look, we don't take it down.
And if you don't understand, this means this is everyone's home, Jews and Arabs living together.
The apartheid. The keyboard of the apartheid. It's the apartheid. Yeah, look, it's the apartheid.
Where?
Go ahead.
I love when she says the keyboard of the apartheid.
Oh my god. I love their attitude about it. I think humor is so powerful. I really do. And I just think like it really does such a good job sometimes of breaking down the ridiculousness of some of the things people say. And it's just like, oh my God. Like, do you know what apartheid is? Because if you use that word, I really, really hope that it is not this easy to demonstrate that is not true. Like, the cat sleeping, that one really got me. Like,
Well, and there's another one of these. I wish I could find it where it's a guy and he's doing the same welcome to the apartheid, but it's all the different churches, mosques, the azan, the church bells, the Greek or so he's saying the same thing. So yeah, it really shows that people don't know what they're talking about inside Israel, no. They're And I love how she points out the sign that says this is our country together. I like that
Yeah.
as well.
Mm.
And yeah, I think the humor is absolutely essential, and it's I mean, not to specifically say it's only Jews, but that's what we Jews do too, it's part of who we are.
And we'd have
Let's
more famous Muslim Arab comedians if only you'd stop killing them whenever they make good frickin' jokes. Like, God, but no, I mean, this was brilliant.
Years ago,
This was
speaking
brilliant.
about being able to say what you want, and we were talking about that with regard to Shoresh and with regard to Muslim comedians. Years ago, I had a Moroccan boyfriend, and he was Muslim, and he said to me one time something that I always think about. He said, in the Muslim world, the space between what you can think versus what you can say and do is extremely large. Right? And it made me think about that when Nano made that comment about living in an Arab country, that just saying that she likes Israel could get her in trouble. So she can think it all she wants, but saying it or doing it is this vast space.
Yeah.
And it really resonates with me because it does really represent a lot of how people are unfortunately forced to live.
It's like,
this
have
this
you done
is
this? Like,
this
yeah.
this individual is accusing me of making the statement that you should be able to make fun of 12,000 dead brown kids, which the only time I've ever made that
Wow.
statement in my life is right here, pointing out this absolutely stupid thing this person just said. So
Right.
if you have heard anything I've ever said and you come to that conclusion, you're not honestly engaging with me, and you're a waste of time. Like, that is absolutely disgusting. And all you are doing, just so you understand, I'll use this in your terms, all you're doing is helping more brown kids get killed. That disgusting level of crap analysis is exactly why we have FAR 4 being shown to kids in Gaza and the Sesame Street we just watched being shown to kids in Israel. Get on the right side already. It's ridiculous. You are absolutely making all of this worse.
And on the video it says Arab Israeli member of parliament in Arabic is saying "Yalla, go out! Yalla, go out!" Right. So argument erupted today in the Israeli parliament between Israeli Arab MP and a Jewish MP. The Jewish MP was forced out. Okay, so there was a fight in the parliament between an Arab member of parliament and a Jewish member of parliament. Again, a lot of people don't know that the parliament of Israel has Arab members of parliament, and they were fighting. People didn't know that. And in this fight, they forced the Jewish member of parliament, they kicked him out. So Speaker of the parliament, stop behaving like this. So this is the Arab MP, Arab member of parliament, saying, whether you like it or not, Palestine will be established. Guys, this is a member of parliament in Israel's parliament. Somebody is shouting this. We have somebody supporting Palestine in the parliament of Israel, and the guy who's opposing him in parliament of Israel is the guy that is opposing him is being kicked out. So again, this is something you don't see most people being exposed to. We have an Arab member of parliament within the parliament of Israel yelling that Palestine will be established, and the Jewish member of parliament who is shouting back against them is kicked out of the parliament. Okay, let's watch this.
חבר הכנסת מלביצקי, קריאה ראשונה. תקום מדינת פלסטין. חבר הכנסת חנוך מלביצקי.
And the Speaker of Parliament is saying, Member of Parliament Milwitsky, I'm calling you, Milwitsky, I'm calling you to order. Okay, so this is Member Milwitsky, which is the Jewish one, saying, you won't get it, forget about it. So he's saying you won't have Palestine as a state. And this is the MP Ayman, which is the Arab one, is saying, I don't know what this is. Sakernia. In Arabic, it means shut up. Okay, so he's saying shut up in Arabic. Security. Oh no, this is the Speaker Parliament is asking the security to kick out the Jewish member of Parliament. And then the Arab MP saying, Mr. Speaker, please allow me to continue. And the Arab MP saying, get out in Arabic. Okay, here's the thing, guys. I think Israel is trying to be apartheid, but they're failing. I don't think they understand how to do apartheid.
Yeah,
what is this?
They're bad apartheid doers.
Yeah, well, I mean, in fairness, they've failed at genocide. They've failed at apartheid. It's honestly any wonder that, people support them, because they're so clearly bad. They don't get that. I'm sure there's more to the video, Armin. I'm sure in the next part of the video, the speaker of the parliament, like arrests the Arab MP, and then, you know, I don't
What are
know.
you even doing here? We're apartheid. You can't
Yeah,
even be
they
like.
probably kick him
It seems
out.
to be. It seems to. No, no, no. Like they're gonna be like. There seems to be an oversight. We're apartheid. You shouldn't even be a member of parliament. How did this? How did this even happen?
Oh my gosh!
When
Wait
I
a second.
sent
Did
this
you win an election?
when I sent this video to Armin, I sent it and I said, look, you know, he gets kicked out, Arab member of Knesset. And I'm like, oh, somebody stop Israel before they democracy again. You know, like, come on. And the
Oh,
guy's behaving badly. So they're like, you know what? You're out. And I really love how the security guy, he doesn't just touch his shoulder to pull him out. He stuck his arm underneath him and wrapped his hand around his stomach, like, okay, dude,
you're getting out, bro.
I'm getting you out, you know? And
Oh,
and I really appreciate that the Speaker of Parliament is saying, like, hey, you know, we're gonna have some order here. Cool down, you know? And he doesn't, so blah blah, you know, he goes out. And yeah, you know, they're not apartheiding very well. This guy is not only a member of parliament, he's voicing his opinion, no one's stopping him, and he's saying things that probably some of the watermelon crowd, the, you know, the pro-Palestinian or pro-Hamas
so-called
propagandists.
pro-Palestinian. So-called
So-called. Yes, I
pro-Palestinian.
should say
They're not
so-called. You're correct, because they aren't really
yes. Because
pro-Palestinian.
we are pro-Palestinian. Okay, the people
Mhm.
who are encouraging Palestinians to fight a hopeless war that is bringing them nothing but misery and death, that they are not pro-Palestinian. They
So yes,
act like they're
allegedly. I would
Allegedly, yeah.
say they don't believe that this
Yeah.
exists, but yet,
Yes.
you know, where's the
Oh,
religious minority representation in lots of other Arab countries? There isn't
right.
very many.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so there is so guys, we have found apartheid. Genuinely, there is apartheid
Oh my
in
gosh.
Gaza.
Oh, snap.
There's apartheid.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
that is apartheid.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
now
yes.
that you mention it.
And
There's
honestly,
Yeah.
there's a level
anti-Jewish.
of it happening in
Huh.
Lebanon to Palestinians
Yes.
because they're staying
Right.
in these
Oh
refugee camps.
yes, yes.
They're
Well,
not allowed to work in certain jobs. They can't access benefits. They can't live in certain places. They can only study
Right.
in certain places. So they are being prevented by the government from fully participating in different realms of Lebanese society. So that
I'm
kind of
sure lots
sounds
of people.
apartheidy.
I wonder why not that many people are talking about the
Gotta be something.
anti-Jewish apartheid in not just in Gaza, by the way, the anti-Jewish apartheid in most Islamic and Arab countries, right? So in the Middle East, there has been more, you know, they talk about displacement, they don't talk about the displacement of Jewish people in all the countries, in all the Arab countries neighboring Israel. Nobody talks about that. Why there's not that level of outrage, right? 5 million Palestinians displaced by Arab countries. He forgets the second part. So the Jews that were displaced out of Arab countries were done by Arab countries, but also the Palestinians that were displaced out of Israel were also displaced because Arab countries attacked Israel. So both of those displacements were done by Arab countries. They always forget to mention that part. But go on, Rivka.
So yeah, 850,000, maybe even more, Jews from the Middle East and North Africa displaced. And the point I wanted to make, talking about discrimination, also need to mention all the countries that refuse to allow people with Israeli passports into their country.
Oh.
It used to be 16, but now since we had the Abraham Accords, I think it's down to like 13 or so. But yes, If you have an Israeli passport, you can't get into a lot of countries, and Israel no longer stamps your passport if you visit Israel, even if you don't have an Israeli passport,
Weird.
because you have problems getting into certain countries if you had a stamp
Yeah.
saying that you visited Israel. So they give you a little piece of paper. So yeah, that's
that's what I-
discriminatory, and we don't hear
Right, so
about
when
that
I
at all.
So I want to answer this question, but I also want to confirm what Rivka said. When I went to Israel, when I go to every country, I get a stamp on my passport that I visited that country. But when I traveled to Israel, they didn't stamp my passport. They gave me a tiny little piece of paper that was separate from my passport, because they understand that stamp on my passport makes it hard for me to go into many Islamic countries. So I don't even have to be Jew or Israeli. Just the stamp of Israel on my passport makes it difficult for me to travel to these Islamic countries. Like, that is a very extreme version of apartheid that I can't even now, not even being a Jew or Israeli, just the stamp makes me not be able to go there.